Cheers and enjoy the show. Welcome to the Bars Open.
Hi.
Happy Friday.
Hi.
God damn, it's Friday.
Hi.
I really need to get over swearing within the first 5 seconds of the show, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. So welcome to the Bars Open.
I'm actually going through a phase where I'm
like
trying to limit the F-bomb out of my mouth.
Why?
Because I say it a lot.
You went through that like 3 or 4 years ago. You're like,
I think I go through it once a year.
My mom told me not to do it, not to say it.
Shut up. I don't first sound like that. And my mom's been gone longer than that.
We did some grocery shopping. We'll share that here in a minute. Because, you know.
Because why not?
Inflation, all the stuff. It's all good. But we're here. And hopefully I fixed the goddamn podcast. Maybe. I don't know. I've gone through every single thing. We have no idea what happened. Gone through every single thing I can think of. The internet's. Can't do anything about the internet.
Hey, can I ask you a weird question?
Of course.
Is that as big as you can make the screen? You can't make the other stuff smaller?
Can't make it any smaller.
Well, that one's out of the way.
I don't know the answers to these questions, but we're happy you're here. We're happy you're either listening or tuned in or whatever you're doing.
We're happy you're enjoying us
wherever you're at in the world. I'm really disappointed that like Canada doesn't get our feed anymore, or they're just not getting our feed.
Why?
I don't know. But I go through and I look at like the numbers, and it's like Canada used to be a big fan, and they're not a big fan anymore. I think maybe we need to tell more Canada stories.
Canada?
But like, what do you tell stories about in Canada? Nothing fucking happens in Canada except for Justin Trudeau, who's a cunt. Right?
I thought you were gonna say Justin Bieber.
Is he from there? I don't. He's from like SoCal or something.
Ryan's from there.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
We just every time I talk about a Ryan Reynolds story, we just do a hashtag Canada. Welcome to Wrexham. It's a good one. Nico, what's going on?
Hi, my friend.
Will No Nut November turn into having blue balls Christmas? No, I've got a story is why No Nut November is bad for you.
Okay.
And don't do it. Get the tubes or whatever, those pipes all clogged up. You don't want to do that.
Oh, I just heard the first one. I forgot you did that today. How are you feeling?
Better. I think it's because I've been drinking.
Well, you're probably not really supposed to drink after you give blood, but
I gave blood, so I'm better than you.
I was talking about.
I woke up with a little sore ear,
achy
a little achy ear.
How's your throat feel?
A little tender, but that's all right. Got whiskey for that. Whiskey.
That'll kill what ails you.
One of those John Daly iced teas.
I saw that.
It's good.
You're just gonna keep me up all night tonight, huh?
Whatever.
Read
what's up. Take your shirt, Greg. What's that mean?
I think you meant off.
I wouldn't. Why would I? I'm not. This ain't Bert Kreischer. Fuck. Let's share what we've got tonight. So we're going back to some what do you call them? Oldies but goodies.
Yeah.
Some Yellow Rose. Nothing new because I went to the liquor store today.
You just felt like our liquor store, our liquor
kind of getting a little limited of what we've got lying around the house.
Did they have the Yellow Roses wrapped and you took it off?
It's got these little things.
Yeah,
so they
did. I couldn't remember if you did or not.
Yellow Rose and four roses, small batch. I prefer the small batch over the
regular batch.
Regular batch. So what would you like to have, honey?
You know, I'd be good with either because we haven't had either in forever.
Which would you prefer? You go.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by his toe. If he hollers, make him pay $50 every day.
Which one did you end up on?
If I went that way, it would be the Four Roses.
You want Four Roses? We can do Four Roses. I'll put that up there later. So nonetheless.
No, you know what? I want yellow. Put them right next to each other again. They're so different in color.
Yeah. This one is a little yellower.
Yeah. Is it a lighter proof?
Just, no, I think they're 80. Both 80. I think they're both 80. 90 and 80. Maybe 90 and 80.
I honestly don't care.
We'll give you the Yellow Rose.
Okay.
Because why not?
I thought it was no yellow.
No. Liquor. You know what? It's Friday. Oh. Fucking the end of the world is coming. What is it? Saturday night or Sunday night?
Sunday night. Saturday night we change our clocks.
Yeah, the end of the world.
No, the end of the world is for me is going to be on the 14th when I go under.
Oh, Beth, next Tuesday.
A week from Tuesday.
So the following week, we shall see if we do a podcast on Wednesday. It would be really good to have a butt date.
13, 14. Well, Wednesday's the next day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Will you be okay?
I'm sure I would.
She's got to have a colonoscopy.
Yay.
And we've talked about these. I think, isn't it colon health? That was mine.
Oh.
Is it colon health month? I think it might be colon health month right now or something like that.
I don't know.
Which means go give yourself a colonoscopy.
Prostate exam.
Yeah. Have somebody give you a prostate exam. Right? And why wouldn't you be? 2 fingers.
In your prostate?
In your prostate.
I was talking about
you put them in your prostate. I think you
put them in your butt and you touch your prostate.
Yeah.
Supposedly that's not it's supposed to feel really good for you guys. I don't know.
Going through the whole colonoscopy
when you get a
thing,
check up, when you get a physical and they check your prostate, is that what they do?
They don't do that.
Oh.
It's all blood things now. So I had a doctor back in Phoenix a while back. It was a woman.
Okay.
She was a pretty young doctor.
Okay.
It was at Arrowhead Health. Remember when we went there? And she goes, we don't do the whole grab your balls thing anymore. I was like, I'm so sad. She was a hot doctor too. On top of that, she was probably like 25 or something like that.
Couldn't be that young if she was a doctor.
Of course she could.
No, she only got out of college at 22.
So she was 30 and I was 40, something like that. Whatever. She was way younger than me. And she was hot. She didn't have a wedding ring on either. I took mine
off. Instead of teacher, it was hot for doctor.
I took mine off and I was just kidding.
Babe, I know better.
You know all the rules?
I know better with you and probably her. If she was that hot, was she taller than you?
Oh, yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah. It didn't matter. Yeah, I wasn't in her money bracket, right? But she literally told us, she goes, we don't do the grab or anything anymore. We don't.
But is that what they used to do when they checked your prostate? Is they stuck their finger in people's butts?
Yeah. They go,
I feel
and they go like this.
Well, I guess that's not much different than sticking
everything can be done
up a vagina and rolling it open.
Well, I think there's I don't know. Is there things you visibly have to look at and swab?
Well, you have to get, I don't know. I'm sure at some point cancer shows up in the blood, but they do a pap smear and that tells you all about the health of your cervix. Don't act like it's gross, dude.
No. So this is where my brain goes.
Yeah.
Is not all women's vaginas are pretty, just like not all dudes' beeholes
you're not wrong.
Or ding dongs are healthy looking either, right? And generally people go to the doctors when something's wrong.
True. You get your women's wellness checkup. You're supposed to do it every year. I haven't done it in 3 years. I need to get done. But
that's like normal people. I'm thinking abnormal motherfuckers out there that are like, hey, this ain't supposed to be doing this. Right? And it's like,
sorry, I'm a little phlegmy today. Little raspy.
Nico said he thinks it is prostate. It's prostate health and men's health month.
Well, because isn't it No Shave November, and that was for?
So I'll get into the
prostate cancer.
No Nut November.
No, I'm not talking about No Shave November.
I got a fun story about why.
But that's for cancer, right? Isn't that for prostate cancer?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's all you just did 3 times in a row.
Fuck, whatever.
Caveman.
But I gave blood, so I'm definitely better than you guys who didn't give blood.
Not better than me just because you gave blood, bitch. I got my eyebrows done. I'm just as fabulous as you are.
I've got so many points.
Well, and what do you do with those points?
I donated them all to a local charity. It was $400.
What else could you do with it? Could you have gotten your wife
Don't
something?
Care. No, we just bought you a purse. It was $400 I was able to give to a local charity.
Did you give it to an animal charity?
No, a bunch of kids. Like,
come on, animals.
Needy kids. They didn't have it. It wasn't an option. They only have so many options on it, but it was kind of cool. I was like, because I'd been giving blood for a couple of years now. Give blood, like try and give it every 8 weeks if I can.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
And you can do that, and like the Red Cross will give you points on a card. Basically,
I thought you didn't go to the Red Cross.
It's whatever it is. It's like but that goes into like the Red Cross or some shit like that.
I know they're doing another big campaign about.
So look into it, man. It's fucking free.
I haven't given blood.
If you do TRT, any sort of testosterone, you have to think about your blood thickness in a way to regulate your blood thickness.
I don't think that happens to everybody.
It happens to everybody.
It does?
Yeah, absolutely. because you can only drink so much water, and eventually it kind of your red blood cells stack, and you have to like, it's called blood dump, basically.
My triglycerides were high, and she told me to drink more water, and I was like, lady, I already drink like 90 ounces. Does she want me to drink a whole damn gallon?
Sorry, go get blood.
What's that going to do to my triglycerides?
Resets everything, man. I don't know the answer. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Happy fucking Friday. Everybody made it through Turkey Day.
It's really... we need to run up a sip. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's so weird. Okay, that tastes as good as the first one. Probably because I took it too fast. So it felt like Monday went by really fast.
Yeah.
And then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday kind of slow. And then all of a sudden it was just fucking Friday. And I was like, wait, what happened to the other 2 days?
I don't know.
Means it was a busy
It's because Tuesday we drank on a Tuesday.
I remind myself. That was my reminder of
That's
why
what fuck it reset your circadian
walking
rhythm.
After like being a little hungover on Wednesday, I was very proud of myself because it was dick hard.
Dick hard.
It was dick hard.
I've never heard you say that.
I just came up with it.
That's the good one.
Yeah,
dick
it was, but
hard.
It was so.
How hard was it? It was as hard as a dick.
It was dick hard.
Have you ever taken
it? Was really hard. Like I was like, what is wrong with me? I felt like I was dying. I looked down at my heart rate, and I was only at 122. I was like, what? Why am I dying? Oh, because I was drinking last night. Probably.
It is pretty tasty.
It's good, huh?
I haven't had that in
forever.
Months.
Yeah.
So this is a Yellow Rose whiskey, is a fusion of character just like Texas culture, a perfect blend of Southern charm and rustic cowboy.
Yeehawness
ensures it's like, and rustic cowboy ensures a smooth. There should be like a comment
period.
Ensures a smooth drinking whiskey with plenty of heart.
Is the other one also Texas? Mm-hmm. They both are, right?
I don't know where this one's from. This is Four Roses small batch. This is, get my reading spectacles out here. This Kentucky straight bourbon. I think this is out of Kentucky, actually.
Okay.
It doesn't fucking say.
That's fine. We'll just assume it's out of Kentucky.
Yeah, whatever. Put it next to the dinosaur.
Which I think is really funny that you need spectacles, but you go get your eyes checked and they say your eyes are fine. But I'm at home with you going,
because I get tired. It's the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
My eyes get tired by the end of the day.
Keep telling yourself that, bro.
Whatever. What are you gonna do? Fuck it.
Nico said it's glad to be in AZ time, and he's not wrong. Dude. Although we're very similar to them right now, with just a little bit more humidity.
Yeah, no. I agree 100% with that. I fucking loved living in Arizona. Everybody else had to change, and I didn't have to change shit. I didn't have
was he talking about the time? I guess.
Yeah, the time. It's all about the time. Yeah. 100%.
It's 82 in Phoenix. We're actually cool. Well, that's not
75 here. 70
66 it says.
Ah, see, yeah, it's getting cool. I'm not a big fan of the time change, though. We'll get into that.
No, you're not. I never, ever would have guessed it with how much you cry about it.
Everybody,
I don't complain.
Everybody says, oh, I get an extra hour of sleep. I'm like, fuck you. I get an extra hour of darkness. I don't get up at first thing in the morning. Fuck that.
World's tiniest violin is playing you a sad.
It's bullshit.
Sad
there are like 11
get up
states. There are like 11 or 12 states right now. They're like, we're contemplating just saying, fuck you. We're going to go Arizona style. They should.
What do they have to do?
Texas is one of them. Just
what do they have
stop
to do?
doing it. Leave it at
that'll jack up
what
the
it is now.
Time frames. Everybody will be like, wait, what state are they in? Hold on. I got to think about where they're at.
Have you guys seen the video of the woman?
So would everybody align with Phoenix time then? Or we'd always still just be 2 hours ahead of them?
Yeah, we'd always be 2 hours ahead.
That part sucks.
Not for me.
Because it's 10 o'clock when my bestie is finally able to talk at 8 o'clock her time. And I'm like, yeah, I'm done talking for the night. Sorry, sister.
Stop it.
It's true. It's hashtag the truth.
You sound old as shit.
I am old as shit,
10
bitch.
o'clock.
I'm not saying I go to bed. I'm just done being social.
10 o'clock.
I barely talk to you after 10 o'clock. I kind of pull a you and start grunting.
Let's get into some stories. You ready? Furious plane passenger sparks fierce debate after getting into a screaming match with a fellow traveler as she's accused them of pushing her seat repeatedly. Here is the video. I'll let it play a couple times.
Okay.
Because it's literally like a 10-second video. There you go.
No, I'm allowed to put my seat back.
I can put my seat down if I want.
She was pushing it up the whole time.
Put my seat down.
Is this they were debarking?
No, you seen it.
Disembarking?
Disembarking.
She's pissed, though.
So here's the thing I would say to her. After the third time, why didn't she turn around at that point and be like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Pushing.
But, it goes into it. And you got to think about her. My position is this. I'm pretty short. Don't really care. Doesn't take a lot for me to have a lot of room. But if I'm on a long-ass flight, fuck you.
Which part?
I'm leaning back.
Okay. I didn't know if you were talking about the lean back or the leaner.
If I'm flying from
if
here,
you're the leaner or the lean.
You're in the chair that's leaning back. If I'm flying from here to somewhere.
New Hampshire,
I'm leaning back. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's a long flight for us.
Long flight. 6 hours. Yeah.
Is it 6 hours?
5 hours. 6. Yeah.
I have no idea.
5.5, 6 hours, right? From here to Boston or something like that, or Manchester. Yeah. Eat shit. But if I'm going from like here to Dallas 30 minute now, you don't even get a drink that fast. No. Like your back's not cramping that bad going from there to there, right? Or something like that.
Although it is my right as a passenger because the airlines gave me that button to push my seat.
That's what a lot of people have said. Exactly.
So she's not doing anything that the airlines didn't expect her and allow her to do.
Right. So.
And if you have a problem with her leaning back, could you say.
Or you just lean your own seat back.
Right. Or just say, hey, could you, I'm a little cramped. Could you put it up just a little bit?
No.
I mean.
Eat shit. Don't talk to me. I didn't ask to talk to you. I didn't get on.
What's wrong with the world?
I didn't sign any fucking contract getting on this plane asking to talk to anybody.
The fuck was that?
The dog laying down. A woman has reignited the debate over airplane etiquette after getting into a screaming match.
Everybody has a fucking opinion. Just let it be. Let it be.
But that bitch, let it be. I don't call her a bitch. The lady behind her kept hitting her seat.
That's what I'm saying. After the third one, she should have been like, hey man, what's up?
Called the stewardess or flight attendant, if you will, over.
I would have been like, hey man, what's up?
Not call the flight attendant. Let them deal with it. And be like,
teacher,
she keeps banging on it.
The flight attendant's not going to do anything.
No, they will. They'll move them. They'll try and rearrange.
That's the third time I've gone. No, I didn't do that. I just did that. Don't be stupid.
All right. So TikToker user Graham Nancaro was the first to upload the video of the fight to video sharing platform, TikTok. And while he has since taken it down, someone named somebody else posted on X, and that's where it blew up. Got 2.7 million views. It's unclear whether the incident took place, when the incident took place, or where the flight was headed. But in the video, an unnamed woman could be heard yelling at the man sitting behind her. The whole trip, she pushed my seat. You've seen it.
You've seen it.
She actually used real words. I fucked up. You know what she did, right? And I gotta get to the rest of the story. So. My perspective is this. She said, I'm allowed to put my seat back. The woman repeatedly screamed at her fellow traveler. She's allowed to put her seat back. You don't get to kick it repeatedly just because you want more space. Ian captioned.
I mean, it's not wrong. You want more space, fight first class.
If you are, let's use a friend of ours.
Or pay for the emergency exit row.
Let's use a friend of ours who has repeatedly complained about leaning back, Ross Patterson, who
he hates it when people lean back.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry, motherfucker, you're the one that's 6'5".
Just because you're ginormous doesn't mean the rest of us have to suffer.
You decided to fly fucking Spirit Air, right? Because you're cheap. Not you, Ross, but you know what I'm getting at. Like Womb's 17 feet tall, right? Hey, Womb, how you doing? Right?
I said the exit row, yeah.
Right, get the exit
17
row,
feet tall,
business class. First class if you're on Delta, anywhere that offers that.
I don't know what Womb looks like.
I've seen pictures of him.
I want to see a
picture.
And
he's also tall. You said he's tall. See, it just glitched. God damn it.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But if you're that tall, it's like, sorry, man.
I mean, seriously.
That's why I'm like, if you're that uncomfortable.
Pay the extra $30 for the emergency or pay the extra $200
get an aisle seat where you can jut your legs out until you get run the fuck over with the cart.
Really. Until they settle, unless it's a long flight and the flight I almost called them stewardess, like it's 1970. The flight attendants are settled, then you can stick your legs out in the aisle.
I do that anyway.
I can see both sides. I've had people put their seat down. Is it annoying? Yeah. Do I say or do anything? No, I suck it up because that's part of flying.
To the contrary, it would be like complaining about.
That's very French of you.
The middle and the window seat. I put my tray table down. and they need to take a piss. Sometimes, and I'm on the aisle, I'm like, motherfucker, I want to be like, no.
Oh, no, that wouldn't stop me from bugging you. I'd be like, sir.
Like, right.
Sir,
I'm like,
sir,
you really
sir.
shouldn't have drank that much if you wanted the aisle.
If it's a 6-hour flight, it's not about drinking that much. It's about
get
your
up,
body.
No, what it is like, get up when I go.
No, what you don't go. You're a fucking camel.
Exactly. I am the aisle police. You don't get up until I get up.
Here's what happens, because I've done this before. The guy was asleep. I just climbed right over him. I probably woke him up, but
tray table down and all.
I put the tray table up. It's not that hard. He was asleep. I just stick this tray table up. He probably was like, "Whoa, getting a free lap dance."
That tray table up.
Stick it up your nose, sir, and go in the bathroom.
What are you gonna do? Right?
I really didn't like straddle him. It's very easy. I got long legs. That's the one thing. That's where like I get the frustration with the seat back, because we're the same height. I'm legs with a short waist, so I've got longer legs, and so I'm cramped in those seats. But I don't cry about it, because you know what? I'm a grown ass woman. I got choices, and if I didn't pick those choices, it's on me. Couldn't the whole world just be like that? Instead of being a victim, what if the whole world was just accountable for their own motherfucking acts?
Accountable for their own.
Accountable?
Oh, I thought you said a cannibal.
Accountable? A cannibal?
I thought you said
maybe
cannibal.
My Texas accent
like
came out.
Cannibal.
Maybe
like
my
what?
Texas
accountable
accent
for their own
and I was
acts.
like, accountable, but I did say accountable.
Accountable for their own.
Yeah, like if I the one that didn't do what needed to be done, that's nobody's fault.
It's true. It's true.
That's why we're a bunch of vaginas in this nation now.
Seriously. So, what are you gonna do? Shake the chair? I've seen people.
No.
But then again,
Because
I have seen videos. I have
been in the rows where the kids are behind me and they kick. And the mom tries, but a kid has a attention span about as big as yours, which is non-existent.
I'm not an asshole completely. But if there's a little kid in the back and he's like, dunk, 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 I'm not going to sit up and yell at a little kid. I'm not going to yell at the mom that's traveling with fucking a kid
hopefully
either.
Mom's aware with all to say.
She's like, just smack him once. That's all you need.
I've sat back when the moms are like, don't kick, honey, you're kicking her. And it works for about 5 minutes. And then he kicks and she does it one more time. And then we're all like, whatever.
I think that's a car seat thing. Like sitting in a car. Like, I mean, you just legs, anxious energy. They can't get it out and they're stuck in a fucking seat for 3 hours. I understand that. But a goddamn adult, eat shit.
I don't feel bad. She is in the right.
You think so?
What was she yelling?
I can put my seat down.
She can put her seat down.
I can put my seat back. I'd do it. I'd do it.
I do it.
You do it.
I said do.
Y'all do it.
I said do. In 12.
Doctor warns against very awkward side effects from taking part in No Nut November.
Okay.
A doctor is yet again warned that No Nut November comes with a series of rather embarrassing side effects, which you may experience.
Oh.
I'm not partaking in this one. I don't partake in the what's the one where you're trying like not drink in October? Oh, sober October. Yeah, I don't do that either. Probably some side effects for me at that point. If you've ever spent enough time on the internet, you have at least one instance of deep regret at what you've seen or probably heard of the No Nut November. The premise is simple. Men commit to making it through the gloomy month of November without ejaculating.
Does that mean they're just not having sex the whole month?
Or even jerking off. Like as you see my hand go straight to the jerk off position.
You know that position.
Yep. Some guys credit not blowing their beans on a regular basis.
Beans, I love it.
I've never heard that one.
Me neither.
With improvising or improving their mental health, giving them a boost in confidence, and generally making them feel better.
Not coming gives you a boost in confidence?
I'm going to tell you, I'll give you a little background on that. Through the health benefit, though the health benefits are disputed by people with actual medical degrees. So there's like this whole thing about people that like fighters, they're like, don't have sex before. Like some ascribe to that.
I think some subscribe to the opposite though too.
Yeah. They're like, no, I need to get laid because
it makes me relaxed.
Tension and all the things. But the other thing is
gives me endorphins and all that good shit.
It actually is good because it releases all of the serotonin and all the shit you need in your brain to make you a better you, right? So if you're single, whack it. Bang a couch, doing your thing.
Bang a couch.
That's what happens when you're like 13.
Wait, what happens when you're 13?
You fuck everything. You didn't know that? We've talked about this on the show.
No.
Oh no! As a young lad, every dude tries to put their dick in everything.
I don't. I'm so grateful that I don't have children, but more specifically, boy children. Ew.
They do. They fuck everything.
Ew.
Yeah.
Do you all over everything then?
Not all over. You try and clean up.
Ew. My couch?
No, I haven't done this.
No, but as a mom, that's what she's like, my couch.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You're a poor fucking mother with 3 of you.
Yeah, dude. It was probably bad. Sticky stuff everywhere.
While
the term first appeared in Urban Dictionary in 2011, it didn't really gain traction until 2017 when Reddit's NoFap. Remember that? Remember the term NoFap, like no whatever? Community really adopted it. No Nut November started out as a mainly anti-masturbation platform, but eventually expanded to cover all sexual activity. Fuck that. Redditor, it says, though since this thing is being driven by Redditors, it's questionable. Do you have a Reddit account? I don't have a Reddit account.
I don't have a Reddit account.
No, neither do I. I've been out there a couple times just by links.
I get directed sometimes there. Like if I ask a question on Google, it'll go like they'll answer. And then I'm like, these people are stupid. Stupido.
Questionable about how much other sexual activity besides masturbation is actually being put on hold this month. While it could be argued that there's something admirable about spending a whole month resisting the temptation of pleasure, a doctor keeps warning people that doing No Nut November can have some side effects. Dr. Karan Raj has warned No Nut November devotees that their gooey cannon is likely to go off.
Gooey cannon.
I just realized that.
Oh, and the things they're saying on this thing is hilarious.
The gooey cannon.
The gooey cannon
is likely to go off whether they want it to or not.
Wait, what?
I'm going to restate that whole sentence. No Nut November devotees that he's warning their gooey cannon is likely to go off whether they want it to or not. The doc explained that giving abstinence a go this November could expect the side effect of more wet dreams, which would seem to defeat the point of the challenge. Wet dreams or nocturnal emissions aren't always about sexual arousal. He explained about the side effects which could render No Nut November moot. Nocturnal emissions are a way of the body to clear out the sperm.
You have to clear out your sperm?
Okay, so
does it go bad?
I'll tell you. Remember
like
this one time, this is a guy health. Mode? This is a man health thing.
Be afraid.
One of my nuts started hurting. My right nut started hurting. This is back in the townhouse, the condo, the first condo we lived in, right? Went to the doctor. I told you about it.
I was like,
I thought I got hit in the nuts, but I was like, I didn't get hit in the nuts, right? And this really great doctor, he's like my sports therapist doctor and all that. Went to this guy, and he goes, "Did you get hit or anything?" I was like, "No, dude." I was like, "Fuck, do I have cancer?" It's like this is exactly around the time that Lance Armstrong had cancer.
Okay.
Right. So I'm like, I've got cancer.
So the scare was
blah,
there.
blah, blah. Right. I'm like, I'm fucking dying. I'm like 20 or 30 years old or something like that. I'm like, I don't have cancer. He goes, nah, you're fine. You just need to jerk off a couple times. And I was like, what? He goes, yeah, you just got like a little blockage in there. It happens to guys once in a while. And I was like, what? And we were having sex all the time.
I was like, that was like at the beginning of the relationship. We were rabid.
So I don't know. It was just like something occurred. So keep in mind, if you get a little sore nut, jerk off a couple times.
And see if it goes away.
See if it goes away. If it doesn't, then go see your urologist.
The more you know.
Or your doctor. The more you know. Exactly.
Rainbow.
Your sperm has an expiration date. So if you haven't fired your gooey cannon in a while, I love it. You get to... You gooey cannon in a while, your body gets rid of the old stuff while you sleep, so the sperm on tap stays fresh.
How does it get rid of it while you're asleep?
Wet dreams.
Oh, if you're not firing your gooey cannon.
Nocturnal emissions. Your sperm recycling factory, any sperm that reaches their sell-by date aren't used or they're not going to be stored, get broken down and reabsorbed into your body. Gross. It's especially important for men that have vasectomies, their tubes cut because they still produce sperm. If your body didn't reabsorb unused sperm, your dingleberries would swell up.
Wait, hold on. So, but they can't come because they had a vasectomy.
Still come.
You just don't have any.
You don't have any sperm in. Yeah.
Okay.
But so that gets, it's gross, dude. It gets reabsorbed into you. There's like millions of me swimming around in me.
No, babe. Maybe.
I don't know how that math works.
Better in you.
I'm not a big fan of that.
Better in you than out in the world.
It's true. The doc also explained that by not emptying out the gonads every now and again, you might be missing out on good quality sleep. As once a man has blown his load, it leads to a rise in the level of hormone prolactin, which promotes rapid eye movement sleep. So like REM, right?
Right.
There you have it. If you try No Nut November, then your streak risks being broken by
Here's
wet dreams.
what I think is bad for No Nut November.
Yourself deep sleep anyway.
Here's what I think is bad. The she who's not getting any.
But what if you're on your own? Like you're just single and you're just like, I'm not going to jerk off for a month. You know what I mean? Like maybe you're hard up. You can't get laid.
Well, then that's
Or maybe you're
easy.
just coming off a breakup.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe you're just going to give your winky a
be
rest.
like, no hookers for the month. Right? Because you're
just
like,
just the blow.
My wife ruined me. No hookers.
No hookers.
No, I think if you do blow, I think you have to jerk off. I think that's part of like the written or the unwritten rule.
Say that again?
Like if you do a bunch of cocaine.
Oh.
I've never done it, but if you do a bunch of cocaine, I think like the side effect is jerking off all
Is that
the time.
what blow is? Is that
cocaine?
I didn't know that. Yeah. I didn't know what blow was. I just knew it was a drug.
A blowy is something different.
No, a blowy is a header.
Yeah, so that's something different. Just saying.
The things I learn on this show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I hope you appreciate them. I mean, sometimes it's, it's like the more you know, like you said, the bling.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't write the fucking stories.
It's only day 3, people. If you're doing No Nut November, you got
a long
January,
motherfucker. You got to make
April,
it through
May,
Thanksgiving.
June, July, August, September, October.
Could you imagine making it all the way through Thanksgiving?
What is there, 30 days in November?
Yeah.
April, May, and September?
Something like that. Imagine making it all the way through fucking the month of November without jerking off or having sex.
I can't imagine going a week.
Mm-hmm. Well, now, you ready for the next story?
Yes, because it kind of leads into it.
Because this one is like one of those ones, and you're just like, I've never sent a dick pic to anyone in my entire life, nor will I.
I've never sent a dick pic either.
You've ever sent a boob pic?
No.
You've never sent one to me. We don't do that.
No.
We're old.
Well,
but we're also like...
We're around each other 24/7.
Real.
Why would I send you a picture of my boobs when I could just take my shirt off and be like, babe?
No, I think people send them, they're like, hey, I'm at work, or you're at work. Hey, check this out.
I'm too fucking busy.
That's how I am too.
I look at my phone at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, I have 12 texts.
This is why I don't understand this. If you had 2 phones, or no, say this is like a work phone. Imagine this is a work phone.
Okay.
And you like a dude takes using it to, it's a personal work phone. Like they pay for your bill or something like that. Would you ever put anything on it that could be found out by your company?
Well, supposedly you can. They don't care about that. They only care if you're stealing secrets.
But the second that you're stealing secrets or doing anything, they can audit your phone.
But that they don't care about that. I was told specifically.
No, I understand that. But would you ever take what I'm getting at is it's a work phone. They pay for it. It's still your phone.
Right.
It's your information. You can either be employed there.
Right.
Or turn over your phone and say, hey, I didn't fuck up anything, and here's a bunch of dick pics.
Yeah.
You okay with that?
I mean,
I'm not okay with that. Like, I don't want anybody seeing my dick. It's not that good anyway. Kansas City manager is suspended after a video of him masturbating on a couch is sent to his employees. This is what I'm getting at. Right?
Oops.
How do you take a video on a phone that you even relate to work send it to employees.
His phones look too much alike. He probably had black cases on both of them.
Kansas City manager.
But how does he send it to employees?
I'm going to tell you. Kansas City manager has been suspended and is expected to be fired after staffers were sent an email showing him masturbating on the couch. The disturbing video of the Shawnee City Council's $190,000 a year manager, Doug Gerber, was emailed to several employees from an anonymous account with the subject line, quote unquote, most important.
Somebody hacked his phone and sent it.
You think so? I don't know. Maybe.
Anonymous?
No, it was sent from his account.
I know, but
from an anonymous account.
Sender.
Yeah, so somebody hacked his fucking phone. It appears to have been filmed by Gerber, who is also seemed to be alone during the sex act, according to the Kansas City Star, which reviewed the tape after obtaining email records through public information request. It sucks because I thought I had a picture of him. I didn't have a picture.
So it sounds like he was hacked.
It sucks. But this is why you never take video of yourself.
I don't think you should get in trouble. He didn't share it. Somebody hacked his account. Excuse me, hacked his account and shared it.
I don't know. You just never, but you never.
Well, yeah. Fool's names and fool's places is what my mom used to say.
What's that mean? He said, Jeep and Justin said, surprise boob pics are always welcome.
I laughed at that.
I can understand that. A surprise boob pic from now and again.
And you can send a really hot cleavage pic with no boobs.
But aren't there other apps you can do that with versus like
it's called
a text or something like that where it's secure?
WhatsApp and it disappears.
Yeah. Said exactly who sent the clip and how they got it. We're not immediately clear. This is just a disturbed individual trying to cause issues with the city. A city IT employee wrote. However, the anonymous sender told the Kansas City Star in an email exchange that they wanted to expose Gerber's online behavior, suggesting the masturbation clip was to entice someone seemingly without proof.
It's in his private house.
Do not take video of you jerking off. But it's in his private
house, and somebody probably asked him for it.
Don't do it. Just don't do it. Nowadays.
I have a friend who, when we were in wine country, was getting videos like that. And she's like, look, I was like, please do not show me your dude whacking off. Ew. That's yours. Keep it away.
And if you do, definitely don't put your face in that shit. Right? Like, don't put your face in
That's kind of the same thing. No fool's names and fool's places. Don't put your face where people can put you.
Like, if you have a tattoo on your leg that like is pretty, like you've got a rose.
Depends on where on your leg. If it's on my hip, 90% of the people in my life are not going to see that. Unless they go to the pool with me.
But you know, something like that that's very, like, people know that about you. Don't do that either, goddammit, man.
Widely known.
Right. I'm just saying, my big thing is like, the dude looks my age. 45.
Oh, no, he's older than you.
But nonetheless,
he's old. He's like
I'm not going to show the
55.
picture, but nonetheless. Okay, so he's 55. Why are you jerking off and taking video of it?
I mean, obviously he's single.
Who cares, bro?
He probably has a hot chick that asked him to do it, or at least hot to him.
Doesn't. Okay, maybe he has a girl.
Right, he's got somebody hot for him that says
probably the dude that fucking posted this shit. I'm just saying,
like they catfished him. Probably.
You want to hear a funny story?
Is it really funny?
About a Chinese dude that was peeing in some beer. So this is why now I'm never going to drink, like, I think it's called Zhangzi beer or something like that.
It is called.
There is a dude, there's a story, and it's kind of the image is kind of a little blurry because it's just like video.
Yeah, it's a snapshot from a video.
I have it up here. And evidently in China, they work really hard. It's kind of like last week's story or Wednesday's story.
This is mine, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying it's like Wednesday's story.
It's not anything like Wednesday's story.
Where they got the wrong cup wrong. They just work too much.
I don't think that was his problem.
No?
He probably was trying to give it to the man.
Maybe.
So it's called Tsingtao Brewery.
Tsingtao.
It's probably like Tsing Sing, because it's a T. Sing.
Spell it. Tsing.
Yeah.
TAO.
Sing To. Yeah. T Sing To.
Ting Sao. Okay, go.
Sing Tao Brewery is facing they say brouhaha, which is just uproar. Thanks to a now viral video. Brouhaha.
Yeah, like brouhaha.
Yeah. I've never heard that word before in my life. And why not just say uproar?
Okay. It's a brouhaha.
Again, an author trying to be quirky with his words. But it's not as good as something. What was it?
Cum cannon.
Goopy cannon.
Cum cannon is what I'm going to call it. I've changed it since. It's cum cannon.
So, thanks to a now viral video that repeatedly shows a worker at one of the company's factories peeing into a tank. Reportedly, not repeatedly. Whew, I freaked myself out there. The video was posted on Thursday, and the company placed it on social media.
They put the picture of it?
Yeah, it says the video, which was posted Thursday on China's social media platform Weibo, shows a man in a worker uniform urinating in the tank.
How many points did that guy's social...
Do they do that?
Thing? Yeah, they do that in China. Yeah, this guy's he's breaking rocks right now.
Tsingtao has not confirmed whether the culprit worked at the factory. So somebody posted it, not the brewery.
Okay.
Chinese language-based publication quoted by the BCC claims neither the person who urinated in the tank nor the person who took the video were direct employees of the brewery. So they were contractors, I suppose.
Somebody got the video of it, yeah. Because that company's not letting that fucking video out. That's a communist fucking brewery. China, everything's communist.
So they released a statement saying that the batch of malt in the tank had been sealed off from use and that the urination has been reported at the first opportunity. I was reading a different article with them and how they're handling it. So it says, where was it? One of China's biggest beer makers said it has opened an investigation after a video appearing to show a factory employee urinating.
Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit so you can actually see him pissing.
The clip published online Thursday shows a male worker, blah, 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 blah. We know that. Clambering into a high-walled container and relieving himself into the content. The footage circulated widely on China's social media, racking up tens of thousands of millions of views. About as good as
I can get it. There you go.
On Friday, that the brewery had said on Friday that it had contacted the police over the incident and an investigation was ongoing.
Or is he just standing there hosing something off? He very well could just be standing there with his arm down by his side. Who stands there with one arm straight to their side in peace? I don't do that. I don't know anybody. No, normally, dudes, when you're gonna piss, there's always a hand on a hip.
Maybe he just puts his hand down.
Nah.
You put your hand on the hip, but does everybody put their hand on the hip? Or are you just
fairly certain nobody just drops the other hand? There's always two hands on. These are the phases of peeing. It's zip, dig it out, pull, put, grab, pee, right? And then you instantly go to got everything squared away, and then here. I've never just stood there with my dick in my hand. I've never just stood there okay, I need to take
maybe
this
you should
off.
try it.
Yeah. I never just stood there like this. That's just, there's always somewhere for this hand. This hand has to be ready for action because you got to refold, put it back in, hold the bottom of your jeans to zip up. Because you can't just zip up. You got to hold either the top of your belt or your top of your pants to make sure they're tight. There's rules about this. You can't just.
Oh, there's rules.
Yeah. Because you can get your dick zipped in. Have you ever had your dick zipped in your jeans?
Well, I don't.
I have, and it's fucking terrible.
You have?
Yeah. Where just a little bit, and you're like, ooh, that was too fast. I moved too fast. And you're like, fuck me. Not the beans were above the Franks. Not when there's something about Mary. Not that bad. But it has absolutely happened. That's why I refuse to go commando. I'm never going to go commando. Ever. Boxers or
what? I wash your jeans. I'm okay if you don't go commando.
Right. You don't, really, you don't want me. It's just not a sanitary thing. But there's a safety factor that comes into there because if nothing's
there's
fucking
cloth between you and the
you need a little bit of something. And that's a fucking true fact, man. I've been there.
So I didn't know this, but Tsingtao is China's second largest brewery.
Not anymore.
Its tall bottles of crisp lager are perennial fridge fillers in the bars across East Asia. Somebody, when I was reading this, it was really funny because somebody's comment was, I always felt like it had a bit of piss in it.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry. I got that wrong. I've always said their beer here tasted like horse pee. So,
but he's not a horse.
But so the company is doing an investigation. They did call the police the next morning after the video was made public.
This dude is dead at this point. This guy is gone. Like his whole family, everybody is gone.
You first have to be able to tell who he is.
It doesn't matter. They know where number 17942 is.
Oh, is that on his jacket or something?
It doesn't matter. I just made that up.
Oh.
But they know where he is based on like his fucking eye color or his retinal scan or some shit like that. He didn't get into that building. Just like you scan in and I scan in.
They do say they play high importance on media reports and has reported the matter for the public's safety.
Because it leaked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, kind of.
Here's what I wonder: like, how many times has he done this before that nobody's caught on tape, and they've just like mixed it in, and they have no idea that they're.
But wouldn't you? I mean,
well, they have to. Do they cook it?
That's a big ass vat, right?
But do you cook it like as you shovel it to get a batch of beer out of it? Do you cook it? I don't know anything
That's
about
like
beer.
I mean, I've never seen like a vat.
I'm
that
saying, do
big.
you cook?
I don't know. Like I've seen like Anheuser-Busch's distillery or something like that. 'Cause I went to like Busch Gardens. It was like years and years and years ago.
Okay.
Think of like we've gone to like small distillery or breweries, right? Those big vats now make them like 10 times bigger.
Right. I'm just saying
that was an open air vat kind of thing. I don't know how that works.
It's got some sort of malt or whatever it is you put in beer, but I'm wondering, do you cook it?
You have to
like
boil it
whiskey,
a little bit. Yeah.
You cook it, right?
You have to boil it a bit.
Wouldn't it have cooked it off?
Depends on what stage he pissed in the fucking beer. Like if he's pissing in the beer,
I think for me that does go beyond the 10-second rule of
But
germs.
then again, there are rules. So is it really this bad? Because there are rules about what do you need? Ice. There are rules about like how many insects can be in like flour and rice. So you're eating bits and pieces of protein, probably rat turds.
Ew.
No,
well,
it is. It's real.
Well, there's snakes in broccoli, so
snake. Oh, inside the bag. Yeah.
That apparently happens a lot.
Snakes. There's snake. I'm sick and tired of these motherfucking snakes in my broccoli. Humans confused over reason.
I don't drink beer, so I'm not worried about what I consume.
You used to drink beer. Humans confused over reason why we have butt hair on our bodies. I thought this would be a fun one. Well, because
we used to be naked, right?
Well, no, we used to be like
and some of them are still naked.
I think
we
used to be super duper hairy because we didn't wear clothes.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And then that's why, like, when you think about it, it's like, where do you not have hair? You don't have hair, like, generally under your arms.
But that's always
like, right
near you.
But you have it in your armpit, right?
Yeah, so it's generating heat.
Yeah,
and it's like
where
your body.
Where are your high rub points, right?
And then,
but then I've got friends like Brian who has hair.
You have hair on your chest. I don't have hair on my chest.
Thankfully.
You don't have hair on my back.
You have butt crack hair. Did you get that waxed off?
I get that lasered off.
Whatever. Everybody, note to self: have your. I'm not lasered? Have your. If that's your thing, maybe you like it. I don't know.
Ew, nobody.
Have you ever wondered why humans have butt hair?
Not once in my life.
I've never either until I read this article. I'm actually talking to you, person who is reading the article and probably has a hairy bum. They're either eager to know, and they're eager to know more about. We get hair in all sorts of places at different times of our lives. So why did Mother Nature decide that a person's posterior, of all places, is a perfect spot for hair? I don't have a lot of hair on my ass, like on my ass cheeks.
And your butt cheeks.
It's definitely center line.
Okay.
Right. And I try and trim it up. But you can only trim it up.
Trim it up.
That's what I'm saying. You can only trim it up. You can trim you can trim the taint area. You can do those sorts of things. Because
you blindly put
you're literally like there. Upside down, like with the Manscaped. Right. You got to be careful because you don't want to clip a taint. That would be bad. Right. You can see the hair on most other parts of your body with relative ease. It's kind of like me where I have like a little patch of hair on my, and I'm like, hey, honey, it's time to do that.
Little.
But if you want to get a good look at your butt, it takes strategic placement of mirrors and quite a bit of twisting, which is true. For some reason, there's not been a great deal of scientific research into the topic of butt hair. They seem to be more occupied with making great or historic discoveries. And of course, this is on Lad Bible, so they're going to talk about this bullshit. Fear not, as the folks at IFL Science found some research on this crucial topic conducted by the YouTube channel SciShow. According to the experts, there are a few schools of thought as to why we have hairy asses. With one being that there seems to be no real evolutionary downside to it, so it says.
I just saw Nico's thing where he said, "This is a name, Smokey. There are rules."
Well, you might think about your butt hair often.
Never. Only time
often
I think
enough
about it
to be reading it. Doesn't likely impact you or change.
Only time I think about my butt
children
hair is right before I have to go get it lasered, and I have to figure out how to shave it.
Remember, it's evolution. It's the traits that make a creature unfit for its environment, which spell doom. So it's possible that a forest of follicles on your bum isn't a disadvantage that's going to be lost to time.
Forest of follicles.
Forest of follicles.
And why is
Cum cannon and forest of follicles.
It's not cum cannon. I like goopy cannon better. Goopy.
Because
it reminds me of goopy pants. But what was the fall follicles for?
It's just not a disadvantage. It's actually probably a little bit of an advantage, because if you were to say you lost your pants, like you're out in nature and you lost your pants and you have a hairy ass, you've got insulation.
I mean, Naked and Afraid. Do you think they all have hairy asses?
Dogs don't. They live in the house. They don't have naked asses. They don't literally live in the house.
Hairy asses. They have a naked asshole. They have hair around their butthole.
I'm not saying the asshole is hairy. I'm saying the ass cheeks are hairy on a dog. They are. It's true.
And this isn't talking about ass cheeks. It's talking about your butthole.
No, this is talking about your butt. The butt.
Your posterior?
Yeah,
the whole thing?
Your butt. Yeah.
No, then I'm shit out of luck because I don't got a hairy butt.
You're going to freeze to death. I'm sorry.
There are worse things.
End of days comes.
Freezing
Beth
or hairy
is going
butt?
to freeze her hairy ass.
Freezing
her
or hairy
non-hairy
butt?
ass off.
Freezing or hairy butt?
We're moving to Miami where you can just wax everything and it's actually better. Just
Don't wax. That hurts like mother, dude. Hurts. Like.
Does it really?
Yeah. Yes. Let's go wax your balls, then you tell me.
Thought about it.
I've had my vagina waxed before, and it is not fun.
No?
No. And then it hurts for like a day because your skin's like, you fucked me up, bitch.
Is it sensitive? Does it weep like getting a tattoo?
No, it doesn't weep. It's just
a weepy tattoo, weepy vagina.
Ew, that's worse than moist.
Their scientific suggestion is that butt hair actually has a tangible benefit in the form of boosting our anal scent.
Wait, what?
I wasn't expecting that.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Can we repeat that one?
Yes, please, because I thought I heard you say anal sex.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, phew.
Another scientific suggestion is that butt hair actually has a tangible benefit in the form of boosting our anal scent.
That's just as bad.
Their words, not mine. That's what it says.
Boosting our anal scent.
Yep. Cum cannon.
No, goopy cannon.
I'm writing them both down.
Follicle what was it?
Goopy cannon.
Forest of follicles.
I hope you guys are learning something from this fucking episode because I am. And what are we gonna do? Goopy cannon, anal cannon, anal scent. No, yeah. I didn't know anal scent was a thing.
It's not.
Is that's like my dog dragging his ass on the ground outside?
He needs to get his thingies.
His anal gland sense descented.
He needs to get his anal glands squeezed.
It says, if you're wondering what the hell that means and why it might be a benefit, it's possible that early man relied more on having a smelly bum to mark territory to attract mates.
Only because they didn't have showers. If you had a smelly bum, I never would have married you. Period.
You like my pheromones? Smell my ass.
That is not pheromones.
Rub my butt in your face.
That is sweat and poop.
You're like, I love it.
Ew. Ew.
Everyone just smelled like shit back in the day.
And
like,
no, they
what
smelled,
I mean by back in the day is like Neanderthals.
They smelled worse than that because they didn't take showers. So their armpits were stinky. Their balls were stinky.
What's worse than smelling like
their
shit?
Buttholes were stinky.
Shit's the worst smell.
Everything was stinky.
No.
Nope.
I've smelled some people on some trains and stuff, and I
sat behind a Frenchman in a car with no air conditioning on the way to the pyramids in Antigua, and I have never been the same since.
Like you can taste it, huh?
It was so
like
bad.
You can still taste that.
My dad at the end, he was like, "I'm sorry, you made you sit in the back behind him."
I'm surprised he just didn't pull out his gun and just shoot
he goes,
the guy.
because besides him was bad enough. I was like, "You get to sit behind people now."
Because the breeze.
Well, because it was a non-air conditioned van, so the windows were down. So
fucking always educational, exactly, Jeepin. Fucking standard.
Oh, the things you teach me, baby.
Good Lord. My final school of thought suggests that perhaps the hair is just there to avoid anal chafing, which is the fucking thing. If you've ever run a race, I grow out my butt hair.
The hair doesn't keep you from chafing.
My ball hair does. I just grow that nice and long.
So you basically have a goatee?
I have one right now. I'm getting ready to run a 20K.
You are not liar.
No.
You haven't run anything in 5 years, please.
Nope, I haven't. I'm not running anywhere.
Please. I've run more than you've run, and I've only run 12 minutes in the last 2 weeks. Last week.
But I do cardio. I get my 5 to 7 miles in.
That's fine.
It's all good.
Yeah, so I don't think butt hair will keep you from chafing, and I want to know why your ass is chafing in the first place, because if it's rubbing that much,
that's because your ass is actually gross. The only reason
my ass is not gross.
No. Like, I'm not saying your ass is gross. I'm saying if your ass is chafing, it's probably because it's dirty.
Yeah.
And you have bacteria in there.
If your ass is chafing, you shouldn't be running.
It's one of those things that you've been out working all day. This is I'm going to be honest.
Like a farmer or a construction worker.
You're just working your ass off. Literally. Right? And you're like, my ass itches. You're like, the only thing that's going to make this feel better is to go to the bathroom, wipe up because you're sweaty, it's hot.
They make wipes for that now.
I know. And you got to do that because it's dirty down there. Right? It just gets dirty because of sweat and things run down your back and your boxers.
That's why I think that there's a really
and
weird
you're like,
fetish.
the only thing that's really going to fucking fix this
is a shower. But this is why I think it's so weird that there's guys who like girls after they work out.
But that's not this level of gross.
Your ass still sweaty and gross.
But you're not itchy gross.
I hope
you know what I mean? You might be sweaty, but you're not. My asshole
itches. I don't know that in my
itches.
whole life I've ever been.
My cheeks itch.
Itchy, sweaty.
Dude, especially doing yard work or something like that when you get pollen all over.
First of all, you hardly ever do yard work. And second of all, it's only for an hour at max.
Makes your butt itch.
That is not a full day of sweat, sweetheart. You and your tender hands don't know what it's like. Don't know what it's like to sweat for a full day.
Are you really talking to me about that?
I'm saying that I'm no different.
Bitch, she has no idea. You're doing the fucking yard work tomorrow.
I'm not. You doing the laundry.
I'll do the laundry.
And you're folding it all and you're putting it up and you're not leaving it on hangers.
Hey, you heard it here. Beth's gonna fucking mow the lawn.
Here's the thing. I can't even start the lawnmower, so you're shit out of luck.
Oh no, I'll show you.
No.
I'll show you one time.
No.
And if you can't figure it out, then it's a woman fail. I thought you were equal opportunist.
Oh no! Remember, I'm not a feminist. We had this conversation yesterday when you were like, "You're not at all a feminist." I said, "No, because I'm not an idiot."
Beth likes to do the laundry.
I hate doing laundry,
but it's better than doing.
But it's better than letting you do the laundry because you ruin shit.
And it's better than her having to be outside sweating her nuts.
Listen, let me tell you something right now. If I didn't I didn't have you, I still
she
wouldn't
would hire somebody.
Fucking men. I would have a lawn guy or a team of lawn guys. Whatever he needs to get my lawn done.
I'm
about
to get
minutes.
A pool girl coming pretty.
There's no such thing.
Bullshit. You want to make a bet?
Maybe in California.
Oh, I did see an article. I should have brought it up. I didn't think of it, and it was funny because it was on my laptop. That laptop, and you can still hire naked people to come, women to come clean your house.
No way, Jose.
Yeah,
no,
100%.
Probably not in Texas.
Yeah, dude, they're just people. They just come in, they get naked, and they just start cleaning.
No, I don't want to watch people clean naked.
But I think they're attractive females.
Still don't.
Like, I don't want to.
You want to see somebody bent over so that you can see their butthole while they're
that's
dusting?
the thing for people. And one of the things about the story was the girl was she was talking about it. She's been doing it for like years. She makes like 50 grand a year doing it, but it's like
that's it.
But it's her side gig. She just goes and makes 50. She makes $50 an hour doing it.
That's not nearly enough.
But if you're cool with it, but she goes to like nudist houses, like people that are like,
oh, they're all nude all the time.
They're just nudists. Or she comes across people that are like kind of creepy, and she's like, "Well, not going back there again." Right? But I was like,
so he sits behind her the whole time and is like, bend over some more.
Or they'll put porn on the TV or something. And she said like some dudes are like, basically dudes. They're like, the house is way too cleaned and like need cleaning. They're just there for.
No, they just want a naked girl in their house.
So I'm thinking,
no,
our house isn't that clean.
No, our house.
What about just the upstairs?
No.
We'll leave the dogs downstairs. No. Why?
No.
Get She gets the downstairs. I bring the dogs upstairs. Right? I bring the dogs upstairs and
no.
That's how you fix that.
Yeah. Like
have you ever been able to shut your wife up for like
you didn't
1
shut
minute?
me up because I still was saying no with my fingers and my head and my sign language.
You guys have never been able to turn off your wife, have you?
Oh,
you need to. Oh no, you probably have.
On pheromones?
Have you ever had to turn off your wife?
You just turned her off for like
that's exactly what I was talking about.
You just turned her off for good, bitch. You better good thing you aren't worried about
I love you, honey.
No nuts November.
Last story for the night. Have you ever dined and dashed?
No. Don't have the balls.
I did it one time, but it was but this is when I was a kid. Right? And it was at this little truck stop. It was kind of a truck stop. Don't say any
names of the place.
It's not even there anymore. It's gone.
Okay.
Like you and I have driven by the area. It was kind of in New Hampshire.
Okay.
And it was like out off this bypass area going to Portsmouth.
And it probably wasn't expensive.
No, but I mean, it's like this is back in like early 90s, something like that. Since 30 years ago or whatever. But the thought of it, I was reading this story. I got to find it real quick. Bloke. This is a good news story, but it made me think of that specific story. And this story, for me, this has come up like over the years. I'm like, God damn, that was a dick move.
It was a dick move.
Not just on me, but for all of us. Because that you're dealing with somebody's like livelihood, right?
Not only did you stiff them in a tip, but they might have to make up that.
But wait till I tell you what happened and the trauma that one lady has put into my brain for the rest of my life.
Okay.
And maybe I'll be able to set it aside. Bloke, so this is the story that kind of reminded me of it. Bloke who didn't pay his booze bill stuns bar with a letter 15 years later. A guilty conscience can be a heavy load to carry. No matter how much time has passed, the blurry memory of a drunken mistake can be even worse to come to terms with, as this bloke found out. Of course, this is England.
Yeah.
The blurry memory, more than a decade ago, he ran out of a bar in Italy with his pals without coughing up for their booze bill. But about 15 years later, he still hadn't learned. It's amazing
that bar's still open.
Yeah, that's like, so we've got friends, Peter, the producer for the Castro Files, and his wife, Angela. They're over there. They're going to 900-year-old bars.
That's awesome.
Like they were at one that has I think it was an 8,000-year fucking lease on that property. He showed it. So go look up Peter McGuire, dude. They're posting fucking dope ass pictures. It's like embedded in the floor in like this glass thing.
That's cool.
It's like an 8,000-year lease. It's fucking crazy. But after 15 long years, he still hadn't learned to live with his decision to dine and dash. So instead, the man plucked up the courage to confess his sins and sent the heartfelt letter and apology to the Symposio bar. Staff at the establishment in the city of Trento were bowled over when they opened the post from the anonymous punter. See, I hate it when...
Did he put money in?
No, he didn't. He just said, I'm sorry, basically, right? The mystery visitor settled his... he did. Settled his tat and begged for forgiveness for ducking out without paying for his drinks. He explained that he was simply being young and foolish, admitting that he had gotten carried away after a few glasses of vino. Andrea Bosiso, the manager of Symposio's bar, shared the letter on a social media in hopes of encouraging others to boycott bunking their bar tabs. That's the thing with like English fucking
the
writing,
words,
right? So everybody has to rhyme something. My experience was this. We all went, and this is a place that we used to go. It's like me and like my 5 good friends.
Yeah.
4 or 5 good friends, you know.
Yeah.
We would hit there all the time. We would go there all the time. And one time, we're like, let's not pay.
Punks.
Like, I don't know which one of us. I can't say it wasn't me. I can't say it wasn't like one of the other guys, but somebody decided.
Somebody said it as a joke, and the rest of you were like, yeah, we should.
I mean, but back then in the 90s, we were literally getting, it was, you got to think, it was the easiest way to put it. It was like shitty diner food at a truck stop.
Could be really good.
But at a truck stop.
Diner food at a truck stop
we
could
just
be really
drank,
good.
We weren't even drinking beers. We were just like
eating.
Like it was drinking.
Well, that's a diner.
Back in the day when we drink like
coffee,
30 gallons of coffee, eat a bunch of food, and like do whatever, right? We didn't do much. But
why do you make fun of kids that do that today?
I don't make fun of kids that do that today.
No?
I actually appreciate it. This is the woman that I remember staring out the fucking window at me, fucking going like this.
I need this to come up on my.
She literally looked out the window when we got to the car.
This isn't really her.
No. That's what I imagine her being.
Okay.
Like she looks out the window and she is so pissed off that she does this. And that one fucking thing.
That scared you?
Dude, it's been in my head.
That scared you?
No, it didn't scare me as much as it fucking, I was like, never gonna do that again. Because it was like, she's like, motherfucker, if I ever see you,
I'm gonna kick your
I'm
ass.
gonna kick your ass. And I was like 15. I didn't have a license at that point. So it's gotta be.
I don't even have a life, Letha.
I don't have a life, Letha. Right? So you go,
I've never
scary.
dined and dashed.
Very scary.
Probably mostly because I come from a law enforcement family, but also I would do it and get busted. And then
I only got caught stealing a wallet.
Then the wrath of virus.
I've done a bunch of shit.
The wrath of my mom was too fucking mean to do dumb shit.
My parents were never around.
The couple times I did do dumb shit, I did get busted. So I was like, it's not worth it.
It's fruitful.
It's not worth
fruitless.
I'm like the one girl that asks her mom if we can have a slumber party and go toilet papering. And she's like, that's fine. Just be home by 2.
And your dad took you?
No.
Didn't your dad take you?
No, we drove ourselves. My mom took me one time, but
I remember your dad telling me.
One time my mom took me, or maybe it was my dad.
What do you do? Right.
But the next time.
And then you go back and clean it up. Did you go back and clean it up? With your parents?
No, we had an ongoing, the guys would. It was a group of guys and a group of girls. The guys would do my house and we would do Eric's house every time that we would have. Guys don't have slumber parties, but when the girls had slumber parties and we stayed at my house,
we just get
anytime we had a slumber party, we would
call our slumber parties. Just we fell asleep.
Play video games.
We all fell asleep at Brad's house.
There you go. So no, I wouldn't do anything like that because A, I'd feel guilty. B, I would get busted.
I think I had to get that off my chest is why I had to share that because
there's never been a place that I can't. I don't go places I can't afford to eat.
Cutthroat lady, I can let her go. I put it out there to whomever you are, cutthroat lady. I would send.
What about 69 and dash?
$1 to you for my fucking egg.
It's not a show if Nico doesn't bring up 69.
69 dash. It's a good thing. What's your feel good for tonight, honey?
Mine is about a cat who just won the Guinness or just broke the Guinness World Record for her rumbling vocalization.
I posted the link already out to The Bar Is Open. It's absolutely
her name is Bella.
Yep.
And she lives in the United Kingdom and earned the Guinness World Record for having the loudest purr of any domestic cat. It's really funny because when you watch the video, it's like this whole thing with like the Guinness guy going there and them setting it up and all the has to be 1 meter from 1 meter, blah, blah, blah. And then at the very end, he was like, you have officially broken the world record. But I love that like they interviewed her mom.
59.4 or something like that.
54 point something. But they interviewed the mom, and the mom's like, she's 14, so she's, I don't know, Kath lived to be like 18, but she's probably a senior citizen.
Send me the link, right?
Yes.
I can show.
And so it was 54.59 decibels, which is similar to the sound of a boiling kettle. Is that the whistle or the boiling? Boiling kettle. Probably the boiling, right?
Yeah, it'd be that. Yeah.
No, the whistle or the boiling? I don't know.
The whistle,
anyway.
the boiling is just the boiling.
So
you say the boiling? Is that what it said? You just said?
Super cute. You
said it was the equivalent
the boiling of a kettle.
That's just like the...
I'm sorry. Sounds of the kettle boiling. Yeah, it's not the whistle. That's what I was saying. It can't be the whistle.
Yeah.
But I do like it. They're like, she's lazy, so she always gets excited for food and snuggles, and that's when she purrs the loudest.
Yep. So go check out really the Bar is Open reels that's out there. I'll post it. I'll also post the link out to you and the pictures out to. Yeah,
it's cute.
The page,
she's cute. They're cute.
My feel good is this. The supposed hour of extra sleep we get in exchange for an hour less of sunlight get fucked.
Wait, what?
Fuck you, Ben Franklin, for fucking up our lives.
It needed to be back in the day. It needed to happen back in the day.
Farmers could have figured it out with your dumbass help. But I appreciate the extra hour of sleep I'm going to get come this Sunday.
You really will.
Fuck you. I'm glad you're dead, Ben Franklin. Now you can sleep till
1 and really get up at 12. I mean, that's kind of a benefit for you.
No, I'll still sleep till 1.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, fuck you, Ben Franklin. It's dark at 3.
So entertainment?
I don't have any.
I do.
What do you have for entertainment?
We watched the first episode of Goosebumps. I got Hulu reinstated just for.
And it would be good. That's definitely kid friendly if you want to watch.
It's a little dark.
Yeah, but kid friendly.
Older kids, 10, like 12, 13,
10 and older or something
12,
like that.
Probably an older.
Nowadays, kids are watching porn, so fucking 10.
I'd say still 12. It was a little dark. It's the first one.
It's not that bad.
It was good. I looked at a sneak peek of the upcoming episodes. There's 8 total, and they all have to do.
It's got what's his name that gets his head fucking smashed by dodgeballs.
Oh, Justin Long.
Justin Long. Yeah, he's in it. It's pretty good.
I did look at the following 7, and they're all from something that occurs at this one event. Something they all did at this one event, and they're repercussions from something that happened in the past. So it was really good.
Yes, it was
fun.
Good.
It was entertaining. We'll continue to watch that along with the Fall of Usher, which I didn't know was an
Fall of the House of Usher.
I didn't know was an Edgar Allan Poe story
until our writer neighbor told us
so. And then were we watching something else?
I don't know.
Me neither.
It's all good. With that, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We're out. We'll catch you next Wednesday or this coming Wednesday.
Yep.
You will be on Andrea
show on Tuesday.
Up late on Tuesday. We just talked to her today. So you go out and check out Andrea Up Late
on YouTube.
You can find her out there. We'll be out there.
On Instagram as well, right?
Yep. She's on Instagram, does all the stuff, but you can find us out there, or we'll be on there
on Tuesday.
We don't know what we're going to be talking about. She generally just comes out and talks,
part I like,
which is cool. She bring like a story that like hasn't been solved,
publicized.
Basically.
Oh yeah,
solved, an unsolved mystery or murder or something like that, which is really cool. So we'll come out, catch this out. That's at 7, I think it's 7 p.m. Central. I'll let you know. I'll post some stuff out there for that. But in the meantime, go out, check us out on iTunes, Spotify, do the reviews and all that if you don't mind.
Yes.
And then of course go out and thumbs up and all that. We really, really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Hope you have a happy and
have a great weekend, guys.
Friday.
Love you.
Cheers. Catch you next time. Welcome to the Bars Open with Beth and Greg.